Hi dear Scorpios, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video I'm going to talk about the transits for the month of March. This month is a bit paradoxical because from the astrological perspective we don't have a lot going on, but at the same time we have this huge event, lunar eclipse at the end of the month. So let's see what March has got for us. And so the first week of March should be relatively uneventful because on March 3rd we have the last quarter moon in Sagittarius, and so that means the first week of March is perfect for resting, for gaining energy and getting ready for the upcoming new moon. And also it's a great time to get ready for the upcoming new moon by doing things like, I don't know, setting appointments so that you can go to it after the new moon, filling out applications so that you can find out about the decision after the new moon, or like mail something so that it's delivered by the time of the new moon. You get the idea. So yeah, this is the first week of March is perfect for those things. And then on March 9th we have Mercury entering Aries until May 15th. So as you can see, this is an unusually long time for Mercury to spend in a sign. Normally Mercury sprints through signs within just 3 weeks, but this time it's going to stay in Aries for slightly more than 2 months, and that is because of the upcoming Mercury retrograde in April. I'm going to talk more about that in April, but what I do need to mention in March is that Mercury is going to enter its shadow zone on March 18th. So, dear Scorpios, if you need to sign contracts, agreements, or buy electronics, then do so like before March 18th. And actually, before March 18th, it's perfect for signing contracts because all of the planets are moving direct and Mercury is still in good shape. Technically, you can still sign those things until April 1st, which is when Mercury will officially station retrograde, but still it is advised to do those things like while Mercury is still in good shape, so to speak. And what else? Also, if you do need to buy electronics after March 18th, make sure you keep the receipt, or like make sure there is a way for you to return it or exchange it, or it has like a warranty, or you get an insurance for it, because when we buy things while Mercury is in bad shape, like buy electronics, I mean, those things tend to malfunction or not last as long as they're supposed to. And so it's better to be like insured, I guess. Next, on March 10th, we have a new moon in Pisces on the 20th degree of Pisces. During this new moon, the luminaries will be loosely sandwiched between Saturn and Neptune. Saturn is in the early degrees of Pisces and Neptune is in the late degrees of Pisces, and the luminaries will meet somewhere in between. Okay, and so that means there will be 4 planets in Pisces around the time of this new moon. And dear Scorpios, for you, this is your 5th house. And what does the 5th house represent? The 5th house represents our children, our creativity, hobbies, leisure, the way we have fun, and also romance. Okay, the type of romance where we're not completely like committed to each other yet, where we are like still seeing each other. So yeah, that kind of romance. And usually that's like, you know, the first few weeks before the official commitment. Those are like the most romantic and fun times, right? And that's very much Leo energy, the 5th house energy. So you will have a new moon in that area of your life. So something, if you have children, then this might mean something new in your children's life. If you don't have children yet, then this might mean something about your hobbies, your creativity, your artistic pursuits. Or for some Scorpios, this might mean something new regarding romance. And what else? So you will start feeling the effects of this new moon around March 6th, because we start feeling the effects of the new moon 4 days before the actual new moon. And you can start expecting news, announcements, decisions after March 6th. Next, 1 day after this new moon, Venus is going to enter Pisces until April 5th. So now, again, you will have 4 planets in Pisces, because the moon is relatively quick, so it's going to leave Pisces shortly after the new moon. But Venus is going to take its place. So So yeah, you will have 4 planets in your 5th house, and later, about a week or so after that, on March 22nd, Mars is gonna join the party in your 5th house. So you will have 5 planets in your 5th house, and that's a lot. Okay. Oh wait, like the Sun is gonna leave Pisces by the time Mars enters Pisces, but like I mean, you will still have 4 planets in there, and so. On March 19th, Sun is going to enter Aries, spring equinox in the northern hemisphere. And then finally, towards the end of March, we have a lunar eclipse in Libra, on the 5th degree of Libra. And this is huge because lunar eclipses are like 20 full moons packed into one. That's the expression a lot of astrologers use. And so that's how big they are. And so lunar eclipses are full moons, right? And full moons are all about like culminations, illumination, clarity, and achievement. And so imagine those things multiplied by 20 times. And dear Scorpios, for you, this is happening in your 12th house, the most isolated house, like the part of ourselves that we don't know much. It's like it rules our subconscious. It rules secrets, by the way. It also rules spirituality. So something coming to a culmination, fruition, clarity around that area of your life. Maybe some secret will be revealed to you. And Scorpios, you know, you guys tend to find out things that are not really pleasant, right? I have a 8th house stellium myself, so I do have like a big Scorpio energy, and yeah, sometimes I'm like, I wish I did not know that secret, you know, some nasty secret. And so yeah, it is possible because 12th house is the house of secrets, and also it's the house of secret enemies. Maybe you'll find out that somebody is like has been like a secret enemy or something. And the good thing is they will be eclipsed out of your life because this is a lunar eclipse. And the sun will be shining in your 6th house. And the 6th house is the house of work, routine, health, and pets. Okay, and another thing I need to mention, it's because the 6th house is involved. There might be like something regarding work as well, but also pets. Dear Scorpios, if you have pets, make sure your pet is healthy. Take them to the vets to make sure there's nothing wrong with them. Because I remember when I was experiencing eclipses in my 12th house and 6th house, I lost my favorite pet, and like I still want to cry, even though this was like years and years ago. And back then I didn't even know astrology. I was a kid, and so yeah, dear Scorpios, just be vigilant, I guess. And what else do I need to mention? So the 12th house, and also Scorpios. A lot of Scorpios have planets in Libra. Some Scorpios might have Venus in Libra. Some Scorpios might have Mercury in Libra. So if you have them in the early degrees of Libra, that means this eclipse is going to affect those planets and the themes associated with those planets. So if you have Venus in the early degrees of Libra, like let's say the 5th, 4th, 6th degree of Libra, then your love life, your finances are going to be affected by this lunar eclipse. If you have Mercury, then your communication, transportation, siblings are going to be affected by this eclipse. And not necessarily in a bad way, it's just there will be some changes in their lives. And also, dear Scorpios, try to remember what happened to you back in 2014 and 2015, because that's when we had eclipses in Libra and Aries. But back then, the North Node was in Libra. If you want to go further, try to think back to 2005 and 2006, because that's when we had the exact same eclipses. The North Node was in Aries back then, the South Node was in Libra, as they are right now. So it's good to remember, try to remember. I did it for myself, and I remembered how, when I was experiencing eclipses in my 12th house and 6th house, it was very much about work. And when I was experiencing eclipses in my 12th house, I was actually working abroad, in a country where I did not understand the language, and I was teaching English there. And so it is kind of like 12th house theme, isolation, but also travel too. Like I was traveling and working. You see the sixth house, isolation, but still working. But this does not necessarily mean that all Scorpios are going to go abroad and work, right? That's unrealistic. But I'm just giving like one of the examples. For some Scorpios, this might be the time when you look within, like become more introspective. For some Scorpios, this might be more about like spirituality, right? So this is it, dear Scorpios, for the month of March. As I said in the beginning of the video, there is not a lot going on, but at the same time we have a lunar eclipse. And remember that this month mostly is about your fifth house matters: children, hobbies, leisure, artistic pursuits, and romance. And then towards the end of March, the focus is going to shift towards your work, health, routine, and spirituality, introspection, meditation. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my April video. Bye.